Kharkiv remains resilient amid Russian offensive. Kharkiv, Ukraine. As news of Russia's spring offensive in Kharkiv began to circulate on Friday, the city, Ukraine's second largest, did not succumb to panic. Unlike scenes of mass evacuation, Kharkiv's cafes buzzed with conversations, the only visible sign of concern about the intense fighting unfolding to the north. Yevgen Shapoval, head of the military administration in the Vilkuvaka community within Kharkiv's Kupiansk district, recently traversed the city en route to his village near the Russian border. The situation there remains tense. While some individuals are understandably anxious, their response is not what the occupiers desire, Shapoval remarked. Yes, we hear explosions nearby, and the psychological strain is significant. Reports indicate that the Russian army has amassed approximately 50,000 troops just across the border. Their apparent goal is to extend the front southward and establish a buffer zone, a promise made by Russian President Vladimir Putin earlier this year to halt Ukrainian attacks on Russian border regions. However, Shapoval remains skeptical about the effectiveness of the Russian offensive. We must remain steadfast and trust in Ukraine's defense forces, he asserted during a telephone interview with Al Jazeera. Even if they attempt an attack, they will face a response commensurate with their actions. Regarding Kharkiv itself, Shapoval expressed doubt that the city could be captured. Kharkiv, historically a Russian-speaking city near the border, once enjoyed strong economic and cultural ties with Russia. However, since the war's onset, it has transformed into a vital economic and educational hub, particularly in heavy and defense industries. Its significance for Russia is both symbolic and strategic. In 2022, Russia failed to seize Kharkiv during its offensive, but life for residents became increasingly challenging. Over the course of the war, approximately 44,000 buildings and critical infrastructure pieces in the city were destroyed. In recent months, Russia intensified attacks on Kharkiv and its surrounding region. Energy infrastructure, roads, and residential areas bore the brunt of daily bombings, including long-range glide bombs, drones, and ballistic missiles. Yevgen Ivanov, deputy head of the Kharkiv Regional Military Administration, shed light on Russia's evolving tactics. Rather than advancing, Russia adopted a new strategy, relentless shelling, even in the historic city center. The aim is to render the territory uninhabitable, exerting psychological pressure and disrupting daily life. As the latest Russian offensive escalates, fighting has intensified northwest of Kharkiv. Yet, the overall strategy remains unclear. Military expert Yakub Polosky, deputy editor-in-chief of Defense 2 Fort PL, weighed in. A direct assault on Kharkiv seems unlikely due to its size. Ukraine's mobilized army, absent any surprises, would mount an effective defense. Kharkiv remains resilient amid uncertain Russian intentions. Kharkiv, Ukraine. As the Russian offensive unfolds in the Kharkiv region, analysts grapple with the elusive question of Russia's true objectives. The possibilities range from opening a new full-scale front akin to the Donbass region to capturing a limited area and concentrating Ukrainian troops in one location, thereby limiting their deployment elsewhere. Alternatively, Russia may be laying the groundwork for further offensives. Despite the uncertainty, Kharkiv maintains its composure. In front of the city's administration building on Freedom Square, tulips planted in April now burst forth in full bloom. The city's cultural and social life continues undeterred. Local museums host exhibitions, and schools have adapted by operating underground within metro stations. Recently, a new underground school was constructed. Life persists. Official data reveals that Kharkiv has lost approximately 700,000 residents since the war's inception. However, those who remain express unwavering commitment to the city's development. Anton Nazarko, a 37-year-old singer, entrepreneur, and activist, exemplifies this spirit. Together with a group of like-minded friends forming the Some People Collective, Nazarko established a sneaker store where customers can personalize and decorate their shoes. Additionally, they created a cozy music venue for friends to unwind. Although their initial location fell victim to a Russian strike, their new city center venue stands resilient.